booth at the end. Imagine you're sitting in a quiet diner, and at the end of the booth, there's this mysterious man. He's got the power to grant anything you want. He has this leather-bound book. You just have to do something in return. All the things you would do, how far you would go, in order to have whatever it is that you desire happen.
Do you make everyone who comes to you hurt someone?
Only some.
Who asked Holly who, and then what?
Are you a writer?
No, not really.
It's just I see you in here every day.
So the booth at the end is definitely a hyper-minimalist psychological drama piece. There is absolutely no action. There's no flashbacks. There's no external footage. The entire show consists of two people sitting across a table talking. It's absolutely brilliant. It makes your imagination, like when you read a book, it makes your imagination fathom and picture exactly all the different things that these people have to do in order to have their wish come forth.
Did he know when you went back for him what you were going to do?
He must have. His eyes were wide.
Look, I don't know if I can do this.
You don't have to. Remember that, Jane.
Fans of Booth at the End have spent over a decade debating whether the man is the devil, an angel, or a supreme puppet master. But according to the creator, the man is absolutely not a puppet master. The show's creator described the man as an Oppenheimer of the soul. He doesn't actually know how the task will turn out, and he doesn't control the domino effect. He's consulting that book because he genuinely doesn't have the answers. He's unleashing forces he can't control simply because he's obsessed with observing what humans are willing to do to get what they want. From a production standpoint, The Booth at the End was a wild experiment back in the Wild West era of early streaming back in 2010. It was originally commissioned by the digital studio Vuguru to be released as a massive web series consisting of 62 micro episodes designed for web browsers and mobile phones. If you finish the series and find yourself starving for more, there is a hidden piece of trivia you need to know. The Booth at the End actually inspired by a critically acclaimed international feature film. In 2017, a celebrated Italian director, Paolo Genovese, I'll have it written here, released The Place, it's called, an official big screen adaptation of Christopher Kubarski's series. It keeps the exact same premise, tracking a mysterious man sitting at the corner table, this time in a sleek Italian diner, pulling the strings of human morality. It is a fascinating, glossy look at how different cultural lens handles the exact same psychological puzzle box, and it's well worth tracking down if you want to see this concept elevated to a cinematic feature. Because the writing was so tightly structured, the production team realised they had a structural chameleon on their hands. They successfully edited and packaged the exact same footage into 3 completely different formats. The original 62 web shorts, a traditional 5-episode TV miniseries for international broadcast, and a seamless feature-length psychological film. It's a masterclass in stretching a hyper-limited budget into a maximum creative versatility. Without any bells or whistles, you just go to the booth, talk to this man, and he tells you what you need to do. For an example, someone had their child, and this is a bit of a spoiler, but it really, all the different stories, there's so many that it's good to give an example with this, because this particular TV series, I wouldn't want to disappear because it has done that well. So one of the people, their child had cancer, and of course you'd do anything in the world for that to be cured and fixed. And so they went in there, and the man at the booth at the end, at the end of the restaurant, basically told them what they had to do. And as the world is, there's cause and effect. And so that's what this really goes into. So they come back after they've done whatever the event is that they needed to do, and then tell them, and then say, oh, this and this happened, therefore. And so he keeps going back and forth as to, well, you want this deed or this cure or whatever it is, therefore this will happen. So your next thing that you have to do, and it's not continuous, there's a point where the person goes, I don't want to do this anymore. Not always.
I found the dirty cop. Another detective. He steals.
From who?
The dead. He steals things off homicide victims.
You have to come back and tell me how it's going. That's part of the deal. When you were here last, you got a call. You said you had to go pick up your son.
Shows like it, Locke, 2013. It's a solo location starring Tom Hardy. The entire film takes place in a car.
I am finally
during a night drive.
Ivan?
Did Eddie not give you the message?
What message?
I'm not coming home.
I didn't know that. I thought they were indestructible.
The Sunset Limited, 2011. Yep, engaging deeply poetic philosophy about all over faith, life, and human nature.
For words, Professor, and I can't say that I got an answer to none of that. And it might be that there ain't no answer.
Tengo 73 años.
Nine Queens, 2000. Argentinian crime thriller that captures the puzzle box theory and...
¿Puedo llamar a otro?
No. Si pudiera llamar a otro, ya hubiera llamado a otro.
Because they were in Siberia, there's probably...
Coherence, 2013. It's a mind-bending independent sci-fi thriller set at a single dinner party.
It's like in 1908, 1903. What is...
What the hell was that?
The booth at the end, it has all these elements in it. And yeah, I would hate to think that because this is pretty old now, or regarded as old in the scheme of things, it actually is ageless. And so I'd hate to think that this just falls off the radar. And yeah, so that's why I'm doing this.
I want you to help someone. A child.
Help a kid.
Yes, protect her.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to.
So I have a heavy spoiler section in the comments below that I've pinned. So yeah, if you want to talk about, because every comment on this, it could be very difficult not to give away too much of it because it is such a small set. So but go for it. Any kind of like want to discuss about the overlapping tasks, how it's all tangled, anything like that. But otherwise, I have a zero spoiler zone as well for anybody who has any questions or wants to just discuss anything about the video that I've actually edited or put together. Go for it. Yeah. So, but let's keep that pristine without any spoilers. That'd be great. And yeah, so thanks for sharing this space with me. Keep looking for crafted stories. Any suggestions I have in the community post, give me any suggestions you want, but otherwise I've got plenty to share. And until next time.
Who asked Holly seriously who?